What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kickback. Every Thursday, you guys know what it is. We're chilling with the wonderful people and the wonderful talent and the wonderful faces of the FGC. I'm joined by my man Double LB. I'm playing. I'm joined by my man JB. But kicking back with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest all the way from Toronto. You might know him for his crazy graphic design on video game tournaments. You might know him for his fashion. That boy Drew Face is joining us today, kicking back with us. What's going on, Drew?
Yo, what's up, baby? How we doing?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling.
Yeah,
It's
man.
wonderful
Yeah,
Thursday, bro.
Oh, damn.
It's all nice and sunny outside. It ain't dark already at freaking
Right.
7 o'clock at night. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know about that one,
Good.
but it's definitely nice.
For sure, man.
Weird. But
So
yeah.
for those of you who don't know, the whole point of the kickback is we try and learn everything about Drew Face, man. We trying to figure out what's cool about him,
Nothing.
the coolest things about him. If he can play Street Fighter, which is, a weekly test for everybody, but this week he already said no. That's a good sign. Being honest is a good sign, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have a main? You don't have a main in this game.
No, I don't. What I do is I look at the mirror and myself and I say, "Yo, am I a good person today?" And I say no, and I pick jury.
My dog. Excellent. Play to win, not to have fun.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For sure.
Always. Very, very smart.
Respect.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the kickback, of course, we have the ladder format, meaning, hey, hop in, queue up, get as many matches as you possibly can in.
Yep.
Also, I don't think anybody beat Flash Kick's record. I think somebody got real close one week of like 17 matches, 18 matches. You can do that, right, Drew?
No, I can't.
See?
Especially not against this guy.
Hey,
Holy crap.
hey, this is great honesty that we're getting, man. I love it.
I
I'm
love
a honest
love it.
person. What can I say?
Good.
Oh,
I've never
man.
lied to anyone ever.
Word, bro. And we were talking a little bit earlier, bro, about, what do you expect to come out for season 2 of Street Fighter 6, since we're about to be coming up here on a little over a year for Street Fighter 6, I'm pretty sure.
No, less than a year.
Wait,
About
we're
like
still
9
in
months.
year 1?
We're still in year 1, baby. Like
Damn,
June
still year
2nd.
one?
June 2nd.
Bro, it does not feel-
Honestly, with all the trauma I had from reading FGC Twitter, it feels like I've been in like season 1 of Street Fighter 6 for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard,
Exactly.
you know?
I'm really
You
surprised.
definitely got your
walking.
walking canes if like after this season, man. Because the way
for sure.
people are going off on Twitter, we're not gonna go there.
I got so many wrinkles. My hair is gray. I decided
Right.
to like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
It's like a weird type of discourse like every week, which is they just find it's a weird situation where like everybody just finds something to complain about every week, bro. And I'm just like, dog, like, are y'all not exhausted from this like at all? Y'all can't
No,
just
they're not.
play?
This is their thing. This is what they love to do. Like, you see that tweet that Rob put out? It was like, no, man, let us argue because we love arguing for the sake of arguing. I'm like, thank you for admitting it.
Tripping, bro. Be a better man than I.
For sure. No, like, like I think this is one of the best first seasons of a fighting game I've ever experienced, to be honest. I think
Word.
it's like, yeah, like the game's very volatile, like to be truthful, but at the same time, it's really fun. And I know that there's a lot of people who aren't into fighting games that they started with Street Fighter 6. They're loving the game. And now like the fighting game community has gone a lot bigger because of it. So I think it's for all things, even though like, all the doom and gloom on social media, like, and all that chatter, at the end of the day, I think the results speak for themselves. Street Fighter 6 is a product that is successful, not just with like the competitive community, but with the casual community as well. And it's something to really be happy about. It's a new golden era.
Right. And I think it's like really refreshing that we get a guest on this show. Shout out Bunch, that we have a guest on this show to where they give us, insider perspective on everything that the scene is when you're not a player or you're off and on as a player. You've been around for from according to the questionnaire, you've been around for close to 20 years. So I do have a question for you. Did you ever think that a game like this or just a fighting game would hit the $1 million mark? Did you ever think that? Like,
Honestly, when I was younger, I thought it would come quicker, but as I got older through the years, like I'm not that much. I'm not that old. Like I'm like so. I was born in the '90s, so still in my 30s.
Right.
I think like I thought it was like possible, but I didn't think it would take this long. And as I kept playing more fighting games, I realized why it would take that long, and I never thought it would happen. So like, there's like 2 stages of that. Hold on, I'm playing this dude 801 Strider. This guy's handsome as fuck, by the way. But I can't beat this dude. Like, holy shit, he's a legendary, dude. He's like,
yo, like that's your first match. You just getting put in the shit already.
No, don't worry about it, bro. Rank means nothing, right, bro? You just do your best, bro.
Of course, baby. Yeah. So like. It's Marissa, so like in this matchup, I feel like Ken has to really, because of his short pokes, has to really like play around stand light kick and crouching beam kick.
Yeah, there are definitely ways that you can like absolutely like keep Marissa at bay, which is a very good part. Good whiff punish. See, look, my man, you already got it, bro. Look at this dude, man.
And didn't you say that Ken, like you just barely got your Ken together?
Yeah, I started at the beginning of March.
Yeah, bro. So. Come on, already getting like a good whip punish. Just that would be able to get hit though with that crazy punish counter there. Oh my god!
It's only Marissa. It's only just a smooth 40%, bro. It's not that big of a deal, bro. She needs, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it looks like Strider's caught up to my rhythm pretty quickly. So I'm probably gonna like play a little slower just to see, like just to throw him off a little bit.
Okay, gonna go for we got a set up here. Yeah. Forward fear. Forward roundhouse once again.
Super? Ah, there it is. Woo. All right. Yeah. No, he's sharp. He's really sharp. Obviously, he's fucking. It's the man.
Right. Makes you feel all of it. Okay, I understand, Strider.
No, he's good. No, he's good.
Strider's out here to play today. We get it, bro. You don't have to do that to our guest, dog. Like.
He's holding me up, baby. No,
right, show some respect, Strider.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll find a little bit of pressure, but the back row right there, trying to avoid the setup right there from Drew. Here we go. A little low forward. Nah.
Yeah. And gotta hold that crush.
We got it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Here we go.
No, obviously when you're starting out, don't be like me. Be confident that you're gonna learn something from this, and I'm definitely learning a lot. Like, so it's awesome.
Yeah, we definitely preach 1,000% good mentality around here, bro.
Yeah,
100%. But when it comes to this abusive gameplay that Strider putting off right now, bro, we don't like that, bro.
No, it's cool.
Well, yeah, no, it's all good. Like, he's definitely doing a really good job, like making sure you're walking Drew down in the corner, and that's what's.
Yeah, I'm a that's bro.
The loop. No, that's good stuff.
Giant throw loops, bro. Biggest throw loop in the game, bro. 7-foot throw loop. 801. We definitely gonna see him in top 8 for sure. But,
for sure.
We'll see. So what do you think? So this is the most, like you said, one of the biggest rollouts for the season 1 of the game. What do you think of the characters?
Of the in the current rotation? Or
I would say matter of fact, a better question, right? Who do you think the strongest is in this game? I had a debate about this with some people at the local last night. So so who do you think is the strongest in this game?
I can give you my top 5. Now,
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna preface this with one, this is my own opinion. It's not. So if it sounds like I'm speaking from absolutes, then okay, go fuck yourself, because this is just an opinion. So my my subjective top 5 is, I think, Chun, Luke, not in any order. Chun, Luke, DJ, Guile, Cammy, and it's a toss up between. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up between I feel like either Rashid, or Yuri, or JP.
Talk about for that.
So,
talk about for that 6. That 6 spot.
Yeah.
I know you named 5 earlier. So no, that kind of aligns to what I normally have as my top 5, because a lot of people sleep on Gal, and they were sleeping on Gal like before the little mini patch.
Yeah,
And
I mean, like you take away a lot of like JP kept Guile in check, right? And a big part of that is the risk reward with wake up amnesia, and because like the risk reward of amnesia is like skewered, like it's not like you're not gonna have a good time like as JP anymore against that matchup. Because before like you're competing with the fireballs, but like wake up amnesia really the big factor that could like turn that matchup over. And then on top of that, like Gal can jump on you now. Like that's not fun. So.
Right. I was talking with my homeboy yesterday about that same top 5, and basically it mirrors about what you said there, Drew. Like we said that Chun, right? I believe that Chun is one of the best characters in the game for sure. Just because he had switched to Chun. He was playing I think Lily, which is a crazy jump in that tier list or whatever. But like he's playing weird. Chun, and he said that I feel like Chun is gonna withstand the changes, right? And she's gonna like last like the length of the game. And a lot of people don't mess with like Chun, with Blanca, with Guile, right? Because the skill ceiling is like a little high, right? And nobody can just pick up and play the character. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. I'm not gonna say like. No, go ahead.
I like to argue that point. I think for like just like Rashid, right? Early on, everyone was like, Rashid's difficult to play, but as time goes on, like strategies get more solidified. I feel like that statement's going to be quickly aging like milk. So that's something. Yeah, just like Ed. I think Ed's really strong. He has all the potential in the world.
Agreed.
Right? Because like even though his defense is pretty weak, his offense more than makes up for it. Right. I would say just like Jury, his like assembly line offense, but it's even more overwhelming and more powerful. And in the neutral, it's very difficult to approach him because like he doesn't have to commit as hard as other characters. And I feel like that's something really strong. And I feel like I'm waiting for the right Ed player to consistently show me or develop these strategies that are super strong with the character.
Yo, real quick, I just want to show love to my brother and still my teammate Shine. Yo, New York all day. Thank you for the huge raid.
Yo,
back to the show.
Hey, yo,
shout out Shine, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, nah, man, that's I definitely agree with you in that sense, because like I feel like first of all, Ed is relatively new, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know like that much about the character. And do you have anybody in your region that plays that character?
Silver Rupee. He was a really strong Ed player, of course,
in 5. Yep.
And he's starting to like the character again.
Do you mean gold Olympic medalist Silver Rupee? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Olympic medal qualifier? Silver Rupee?
By the way, I want to say something. Have you ever seen a Silver Rupee in the game Legend of Zelda? There is no Silver Rupee in the game Legend of Zelda. So like I feel like that's false advertising, personally speaking.
That's actually not true. So in Ocarina of Time, there's Silver Rupees and they're used to unlock.
Ooh, okay. So fact checked right there. Fake news on my end.
They're in Wind Waker 2 and in Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
And in
deep cuts.
They're in a lot. In Twilight Princess, they're worth 200.
Ooh, damn.
How do you know that?
I'd be playing
gamers, bro. We're gamers, bro. What do you guys do for a living, bro?
You forget.
Gamers for real, bro. My bad. My fault.
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess were like the games for me.
Let's go.
Yo,
that's what's up, man. Hey, shouts out to the bro.
Yo, shout out to the young god Slat, another New York legend in here. Shout outs to, big ups to the sub. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy that people are like starting to kind of like come back from 5, who are like finding their characters that used to be in their game and now they're here, so they're starting to come back a little bit. And the fact that Silver Rupee is one of them is tight.
Yeah, I mean another thing too is like there's a lot of players from Street Fighter 4 coming back, right? And that's not really talked about more. But I feel like that's something. That feels like something that isn't really talked about. Like there's a lot of returning faces who are starting to enjoy the game again and the community again, and I think that's a really beautiful thing,
So I'm new here, right? I don't have that much extensive like lore into the FGC. Thank God for this show. So,
Okay.
just could you tell me why 4 was so special to you? Why was Street Fighter 4 so special to you?
Bruh.
I didn't like Street Fighter 4. I was a Super Turbo player. So I don't think it for me though. Like I did, like I liked the game for what it was.
Right.
I think the thing that made me enjoy it quite a bit was because of all the friends I made and the camaraderie. And at the time, so like I was here since like 2005 as like a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old. Yeah, no, definitely 12-year-old. Yeah, there was a long period for like up until like 2009, there wasn't any new fighting games. And when Street Fighter 4 came out, like it sort of played like Street Fighter 2 in a way, like early on. So many people came out and played it, and then that was kind of like the rebirth of the fighting game genre, and that's what really made it special. It showed that like fighting games could be popular, and it kind of birthed the modern FGC we see today. You know?
Wow.
So that's what made it really special to me. And all the friends that I've made in Street Fighter 4, they're like my lifelong friends. Or you know, some of them aren't here today, and I miss them dearly. But yeah, it's a game that brought a lot of people together. That's what really made it special. And on top of that, like many of the players who are top players in that game are still top players today. Like Snake Eyes I consider him a really high level player. Tokido, Daigo, like those guys are still here today. So those are some amazing names that we still have. But yeah, that's what made it special. Now obviously, like the problem I find with these discussions is that like when we talk about like singular aspects of like a game, then obviously you're going to compare it to like the other games and whatever. It's like, well, people have to consider, or what I have to consider, and what I think everyone else should consider is like the sum of the parts of that game made it special and unique. Just like the sum of this parts makes it special and unique, right? Because you can say, oh, like punish counters, like, you know, like crush counter and etc. Yeah, but like it's the sum of the parts. It's everything mixed together. That's what makes it unique. And some of the parts of Street Fighter 4, yeah, it was insane, super technical. Like you needed like a spreadsheet for every knockdown you had. You need to like learn, like you need to have like the most technical ability to do like these crazy one-frame links and embed into your muscle memory. Like, and you're like, oh, but other games have hard execution. But yeah, like it's like all of that on top of like everything else about the game that like made it really special. Like as a from a gameplay develop standpoint.
Yeah, I hear stories. I hear stories literally about like Street Fighter 4 all the time, and like I've never gotten like a clear, you know, answer as to, you know, why some people like think it's that important. But you know, the more and more,
I mean,
like the more and more I hear about it, and I hear these stories, it's just like, wow, like this game is like the bedrock. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it birthed the modern FGC. So everything without that game, like a lot of things we have today don't really exist.
Yeah. Fully agree with that, because like yeah, man, like even with Third Strike, like I have like this little mini resurgence, but right before 4 came out, it was still like the bastard child of like fighting games, and they kind of like almost it was like one of the reasons why like the genre kind of like killed, like almost died off a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, when Street Fighter 4 came out, and yeah, it felt like a fresh new take on, yeah, like you said before, like Street Fighter 2. Like yeah, I fully agree with you there, where it was like really refreshing to have that and have it in like a modern space. So yeah, like you looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, 2008, like when a game released, you're like, yeah, I would never expect this. Like you never expect to play a new Street Fighter game like in 2009. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's insane, right? I mean, obviously, like the game came out earlier in Japan in 2008, but like we didn't have it till 2009.
Right.
So that's the thing. And yeah, like that, the game was like it was fun. Like it's still, I still find it more enjoyable than I did 5. But that's a personal opinion. It's not objective or anything like that. But it's a game that holds a lot of like amazing memories for a lot of people, especially in our community. And without it, I don't think a lot of the things we have here would be here today. With that being said, though, like Street Fighter 5 did like help try to modernize like the fighting game experience.
Yeah,
and that's
right,
like the
agreed.
best part about it. Albeit it was like, you know, even though it was like maybe not the best effort Capcom put, it made Capcom realize, yo, like we have to have good online, we have to have the whole package, a premium package when we sell games, and that kind of birthed the renaissance of Capcom, not just in like, you know, fighting games, but in other games too.
Yeah,
and on top of that, like, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say I came into the scene with Street Fighter V, so you know I had no frame of reference of how like this if there was any esports. I had no frame of reference exactly about how this stuff was supposed to go or how correct a rollout for a game is supposed to look. And I would say that yeah, Capcom definitely learned a lot from from Street Fighter V. But,
yeah, for sure. And another thing too is like I think people are realizing that like Street Fighter character like Ryu is like a pop culture icon, right? Chun-Li is a pop culture icon. It's just not like, yeah, it's just not like just a fighting game icon. Like these characters are embedded into like North American pop culture, Asian pop culture, like global pop culture. So it's like, yeah, like that Street Fighter 4 kind of made everyone in the world realize, yo, like we miss these guys. Like these guys should be in our lives, like in some form, some way. And I think that's something we don't really consider because we're always like in our FGC bubble. But like there's so many people that love these characters. And fighting games didn't really die like in that era. They just like Tekken was still being sold, Mortal Kombat was still being sold. They were still selling millions, right? It's just that they weren't being played competitively, or like rather the competitive community like just wasn't playing these games, or they were playing Tekken, but like how like it's hard to play Tekken in that era. Like there's no online,
right?
Like locals were few and far in between because it wasn't worth it to like host a local for like what 5 people, 6 people who really want to be good at this game. So
real quick, we're just gonna swap over lobbies. Dom's gonna take over the lobby, so he's gonna send you an invite, Drew. And yeah, business as usual. We're not gonna go to break or anything. Just letting you know.
Okay, cool.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, Drew. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
Hey,
cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rouse is coming up. It's in my neck of the woods, man. Can't wait. Got the mid-best 3v3 exhibitions coming up, man. Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. It's gonna be April 2nd and April 13th. The whole tournament for Roundhouse Tag takes place between the 12th and the 14th of April. So next month, man, make sure you guys check it out. Got a bunch of different 2v2s, bunch of 3v3s, and we still got the LCQ for the mid-best happening for Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. So make sure you guys check that out. Start.gg/RH Tag. Shout out to Low Kick Esports, the homies. They always like hold me down. I'm gonna be, whether I'm working there and I'm not working it, I'm definitely gonna be in RH Tag, and I cannot wait to see everybody that comes out and put in some big games, man.
And don't forget, competitor registration ends this Sunday, so don't get left out, bro. Like the mid best is in full effect, bro. And if you're in that region, you definitely need to be a part of the event, bro. 100%.
Absolutely. So yeah, like kind of continuing on, like the conversation. I know we were talking about like we're kind of going to tangents, what I kind of like, and I like how like the conversation's kind of flowing a different way. But I kind of want to go back into what you were thinking about, like how this season 1 was like really solid. It was like probably the best like release of a fighting game that I can definitely remember in a long time, at least in the modern age. And you're also talking about like all the characters that you were like kind of feeling now. First, what do you think about Akuma coming out? Like what's your ideas or what's your thoughts about the character and what kind of potential that you think he might bring to the table in Street Fighter 6?
I mean, historically, every time Akuma's been released in the game, like he's either really, really broken or really, really useless, right? So it's like I'm not too sure because like conceptually, like Drive Meter would kind of make a lot of his tools extremely broken because he can change it. Like he's one of the few characters that can change his air trajectory, so his jump, which is like really, that's generally a powerful tool in a game like Street Fighter because it's all ground based. And on top of that, he has like all the Shoto tools, which means like he can handle like his worst matchup will probably only be like a 6-4, like in theory, but like if he doesn't have a lot of health, which is like in a game like this where like health is like pretty sacred.
Everybody has the same health except for like like 2 characters. So like
Zangief, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's. So I'm not sure. Like on theory, like he should be really powerful, and I expect a lot of Luke players to switch over to him. And on top of that, having an air fireball is like kind of really like super destructive. So that's like I don't know how you're gonna negate that without like having really strong recovery. But then if you like balance it the way like people have traditionally balanced, like Capcom traditionally balanced that character, then he might be super awful for the game, like not even great at all. So it's like it's really hard to tell, like really hard to tell.
It's interesting you say that. It's like I've never remember Akuma being bad in a fight game. I know he's been mediocre at at worst. I don't remember him being bad. Like what character, what game did you ever seen like Akuma like just being straight up awful?
I mean, like I would like
Marvel 2.
Like Marvel 2.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like Sentinel does a fry pan combo and like 80% of his hit, like not even 80, like 100% of his health is gone.
I mean, yeah.
Like
that goes without saying.
Like Alpha 2, he's like good, but not amazing. Like he's not
right.
He's not a strong. Like he's definitely a strong Shoto, but he's not the greatest Shoto.
Traditionally, Akuma gets outclassed in versus games. So like X-Men versus Street Fighter, like it's still the Magneto Storm show. So like
and so like it's like usually like he's like a super glass cannon in those games, like the games where he's like not the greatest at, but I don't know, like I like I'm just waiting to see, because he could be completely broken, like he was in 5, like he was in 4, like he was in like Super Turbo, or he could just be really strong.
I'm betting on the latter. I don't see that character being bad in this game at all. Like, I don't see that character being bad in 6. From a base level kit, like it's just like even Ryu in this game is pretty decent. So it's just like if Akuma being a Shoto, it has essentially the same tools, like low forward, like fireball. Like I don't see him being bad in this game. I really don't.
I really like. Yeah, it's hard to like argue that he looked bad. Like I just think there could be they might fuck him up like by like I don't know, making everything super recovery or making him have low health, and that's like health in this game is so few and far in between.
So that'll be very interesting. But they decide to actually, because I mean, like I said, they did it for 2 characters in this game where they have more health than everybody else, but normally everybody's at that 10,000 level. It'd be interesting if he's like at 90,000 or 9.5k. I'll be very interested to see that.
Who do you think needs more help, bro? Manon or Lily?
I think Manon still needs a little more help. But the problem is like if I'm looking at it from like a design perspective, gameplay design perspective, there's only two ways to like balance her: make her super awful, or she be super strong, right? Because she's basically like like her tool set is kind of like similar to, this might be awkward to say, but in terms of normals, like it's very similar to Vega, right? Super long pokes and a command grab. Now Vega, if you give her like a movement buff, Vega, she becomes basically Vega, and it's like extremely strong, right? Because she's walking around with a good command grab. Sorry, not a good command, with a command grab that somehow stocks up and becomes really good and crazy. Like, and you buff any of her knockdown like advantages, like then she has like a true vortex. It's like that's really annoying to deal with, right? So it's kind of tough for her to. You would need she would just need an entire rework as a character, to be honest.
Real quick, have you are you queued up, right?
I should be. Hold on. I don't know who I'm fighting against next. I'll find a queue.
There you go.
Still waiting.
Still waiting? Damn, this
that's
is long.
weird.
All right, well, I mean, let's get fun with it then. So the Air Max DN's just released. They got the new air bubble. It's the new Nike technology, whatever. I saw like on Twitter that a bunch of them were getting, a bunch of content creators are getting capsules. You got a favorite shoe, favorite sneaker, and it can be any sneaker. New Balance, Asics. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sneakerhead, so you know what I'm saying?
I'm a big sneakerhead too. Like I don't know,
Right.
you know, like so like a bit about me. Like I collect sneakers. I love
Yes, sir.
fashion is pretty
Do
much
you paint
part of
over
my
'em?
identity.
Because I love. Do you like paint over the sneakers and everything? Do you like design?
I
design
don't.
them?
I used to do customs when I was younger,
Okay,
but I feel
okay.
like, but at the same time, like as I've gotten older, as I've gotten more intimate with like the sneaker design process, I kind of don't want to disrespect like that designer of the
That's fair.
silhouette, right?
That's
So,
fair.
It's been like LO. It was like not a crazy shift, but like as I got more and more into sneakers, like you see like prominent like artists and designers, you know, go
Yeah,
into
collabs,
like
yeah.
do collabs, and they go into Nike or they go into Reebok or
Yeah.
they go into Adidas, and they, you know, collab with the person or with the company to make the shoe rather than draw over it and things like that. So
Yeah, because I follow like a bunch of like different like artists. Yeah, they usually do the collabs. But, like I follow like this one guy. He's like on Instagram. Like he's like his customs are usually like really sick. Like there's like probably the only time I like look at customs and I'm like, yeah, I really like his designs that he comes up with. So that's why I was like interested to see if you've like dabbled in that before. Because I know you did a bunch of design work, and I follow a lot of artists like on Instagram. Like I draw myself, so
That's cool.
like yeah, all that kind of stuff is like real interesting to kind of like pick your brain about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, in terms of my favorite sneaker, to circle back to your question, I think it's either the.
Hey Drew, do me a favor and queue up again.
Sure. I think it's like either the Jordan like Black Cement 3s, Red 4s.
okay.
So those are classics. I really enjoy like the SB Blazer and the New Balance, I think 2002s. Like those are really fun. Like those are really good and comfortable. So I like those a lot. And I'm glad like New Balance is having a resurgence again because
yes.
I thought they were always underrated. And I know in Asia, like they're always like regarded as like a fashion sneaker. So now everyone's kind of catching up to that. They're seeing how like versatile they are. So it's like it's really fun to see. But hopefully it doesn't get too hyped because man, the Jordan hype was like really annoying to live through.
Yeah,
that was like really annoying to live through. Like I was like,
that's all I've been wearing lately. So,
ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are joining us on the Kickback, for any people who are interested in the sneaker community, so when Jordans was hot, when people were like, you know, at the Foot Locker at the mall with a raffle ticket trying to get Jordans and all this other stuff, bro, it was a giant mess, and like. It got so bad that Nike decided to do a raffle system with the shoes, like on an app now. And in my opinion, I don't think Jordans have been great in the past couple of years. Like,
they haven't been great since 2008, to be honest.
There
like,
you go.
The quality has been gone down so badly for it. It's like not the greatest thing in the world.
Holy shit! Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Like the reimagined series is like you're probably gonna get close to like whatever it was like pre like the sneaker hype, but like it's still not great.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the reimagined series at all, bro. And like it's crazy because those Royals they literally sat when they released. Like,
yeah. I mean like everyone's into the dunks, right? Like until like recently, now it's like all about nuances, so it's cool. But no, like there's a lot of sneakerheads in the FGC too, like Logan Sama.
Oh yeah.
Rodney from like he's a commentator in Smash Bros.
Oh, you talking about Rodney Conyers?
Yeah, Rodney Conyers.
Yeah,
that dude.
Yeah,
he runs his own expo too. It's really cool. It's called Fake Expo. That's really dope.
Oh
like,
yeah, over there in Nebraska, right?
Yeah, in Omaha. Yeah. And then like there's Markman, obviously like the OG.
Yep.
OG sneakerhead in the FGC, but he's actually just an OG sneakerhead. Like in general, so it's pretty cool.
It was kind of cool to see like the stock kind of rise up like on StockX when those Daigo Air Force Ones finally got popular again, and they were like gone in like a couple of days, and I was just like, damn man, they was really out here trying to get these hoes, bro.
I mean, that was just a really cool. Like, it sucks that it had to be released that way, but like that would have been such a cool campaign. Like like to have, because like that sneaker had like, it took a lot of like creative risks that like a lot of like Nike designers don't get the opportunity. Now, I don't know if you guys know about Nike's design philosophy, but they're very strict with their designers on like how a silhouette is manipulated, and they only let like people who do collabs take those risks. So it's like on top of it being an important sneaker for like the FGC, it was a pretty important sneaker for like the Nike design community, because it's like, hey, like we're allowed to take risks now. Like that's crazy. So it's like, so that was a really cool thing to see.
Yeah, I had absolutely no idea about that. I didn't know Nike was like that about their silhouettes. Because I always wondered, I was like, how did Travis Scott end up getting the backward swoosh on his shoe? Like, but yeah, it's because of that reason. Because apparently they just if it's a collab,
yeah, but I mean like the way
on that.
I mean the way they look at it is like, hey, we do a collab, then it's like we can take that risk, because it's like it's just they'll blame like if it doesn't work out or it doesn't look good, then they'll just blame the person they collab with, right? Whereas like a Nike in-house designer, it's like super strict, and these guys are like the best designers in the world, super trained and all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible stuff to hear. It's
Oh man, yeah, it's there though. He ain't taking no risks.
Not at all.
This man has had doing taking advantage. I thought I was gonna be able to get that level 2 off, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's actually level 1, but yeah, no one that was level 1. It was like not involved.
Level 1 loses to fireball and visibility.
Yeah,
so.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't have fireball and visibility. It only has like hits, striking ball. So it's like, whatever. I was just desperate, and I was like, fuck it, we're just having this conversation.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yo,
I can already tell like your focus was like this. Yeah. Go, my bad.
Thank you, Silk Hogan, for the $10 in the match arena.
Hey, shout
The community is out here tonight.
Yeah, I love it.
Got a couple of subs. Got a big.
Yo, the community showing me love. They're showing Drew Face some love. A lot of people are happy that you're out here. Like yeah, we know that you we know you're not really known for playing, because you've taken kind of the the behind the scenes role, but like
I think that's super important too, honestly.
Like I can't stress this enough. Like a lot of people are telling me like they want their favorite player on here, but like I really need to like showcase the people that make your merch pretty,
right.
make your streams pretty, make your overlays pretty, and help you through tough decisions, like what colors, what hues, all these things. You don't understand how many times I've walked down the street in East Coast Throwdown merch, and people have given me compliments or have even known. Like I was in the middle of New York City, and the kid was like, "Yo, ECT, I know that." And the reason why I stood out is because it's designed coming from your hands.
Yeah,
so
branding is crazy, bro. Can you tell us a little bit more about drewface.co?
I mean, this is my design, like, I guess agency or firm. It's basically
fire, bro.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately, my career has been like hampered by like NDAs. So there's a lot of cool stuff I worked on that you're probably like or involved in, like even like sneaker stuff. Like I'm involved in that too. It's like, but I can't say what I did. Like it's just gonna violate my NDA. So
yeah,
but no, like I do a lot of branding. I do a lot of event marketing. I do a lot of marketing. I do a lot of social media, like activations and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I used to run events too. I used to have an event production company. It's still out there. I left it because I was getting like super busy and there's a lot of creative differences.
Right.
But it was called Incendium. Like, so all that branding is done by me. And yeah, like I've just done a lot. But I think my biggest
has nice,
sorry, what's up?
inspiring conversations with you. 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
7 a.m. Sometimes he's just nice. Like Drew Face, you're the fucking man.
Oh, thanks, man. I
There
appreciate
you go,
it. You're the
dude.
man too, though.
Not you.
No, you're the man. I ain't nothing, bro. I ain't jack stuff, dude.
shit, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this portfolio, and you definitely something. You have something here, bro. This stuff is crazy, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
the design. I'm looking at this Lamborghini, bro. I'm like, damn, I want to drive this.
Oh,
crazy,
that
bro.
Lamborghini is a crazy story. So like, it's the first time an owner wanted to customize their Lamborghini with like graffiti, right?
Right.
And I did such a killer job, like that. Lamborghini sent the owner the owner of the car a letter saying, "Hey, like, great job, great design, but like, please don't defile our cars." And the thing was, the car got notoriety because it was featured on like every car show, like ever. Like, it was kind of weird in that year. And then it was like the main showpiece for like the International Auto Show, and that's when Lamborghini came calling. They're like, "Yo, dude, like, yeah, don't do that to our cars. Like anything but graffiti, right?" And then
That's crazy.
That's
so
wild.
that was really cool. And that was like the start. What's
So
up?
works so good. You got Lambo giving you sending you
I mean-
like cease and desist.
Yeah, I mean, like the crazy thing too is like Ferrari does the same thing. I've learned that like not recently, but I learned that at the same time. So it's like they are protective of their of their owners and their branding of their owners too. So that's pretty cool. But yeah,
Do you find that annoying sometimes when like you get like as a creative when you get like red tape like that? Do you find that kind of annoying a little bit?
I think early on in my career, I found it really frustrating. Like
Right.
I thought it was really annoying. So, like,
Yeah.
I found that really annoying. Yep. But now I don't at all. I think it's just sometimes it is what it is. That's what you signed up for, you know, as a designer. Like it's not your work technically when you're done designing it. It belongs to whoever
Right.
you designed it for, right? So
Okay.
it's something you have to learn when you get older. But yeah, you have to go through that. You have to go through that, and then you let it go after. Like, you just live in the moment. So kind of that type of deal when it comes to that. But yeah, I would say early on it was super annoying though. But nowadays, nah, it is what it is. That's just the way it goes.
Now,
What
when
was
did you get into the designing? My bad.
No, go ahead, go.
What's up?
Yeah, when did you get into designing and get into like working with art? Matter of fact, like what's like your, I guess for like us like artists and designers and stuff like that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, what tools do you normally? What's your normal go-to tools for like when you're working on a project?
It depends on the project, right? For example, like if I'm doing branding work, I'll start with like Illustrator for like mock-ups and like, because I do set design too, like that's part of my repertoire. Just like doing like set designs. Yep, I queued up. I don't know XX. Yep, there it is. Yeah, like if it's like a set design, I use Photoshop, Blender, like SketchUp to like really get that done. If it's like some photo manipulation like stuff, then or poster work, then you use a combination of like Illustrator and Photoshop. So it really does depend on what project you're doing. But as a designer, my biggest tip for designers is like you have to really take your ego out of it, because you're not really designing for you. But at the same time, it's a balancing act. You are designing for you. You have to make sure you're satisfied with your work, and you have to be proud enough to stand behind it. But at the end of the day, when someone gives you feedback, it's not because of like, don't take it personally. It's not. That's my biggest tip. If you're a young designer, you can learn all these tools. In fact, you should be learning all these tools. You have to learn every day. Every month there's a new thing coming out. Every year there's something new to learn. So that's another thing. Like you get ready to adapt all the time. And if you play fighting games, you should be good at adapting. So it's like get used to that. But yeah, that's my biggest tip. If you're a new designer, like just get into it. Oh, another thing is like, don't make enemies out of it. Don't really burn bridges. Like, I know people say, oh, be professional when you're working with clients. They never really elaborate on that, especially when I was growing up, like as a designer, like starting out. A lot of the times we see like people, like you never know who's gonna give you an opportunity that could change your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have to like make sure you treat everyone with respect, that the way you want to be treated, and not to like emotionally lash out on people. I find a lot of designers nowadays, they're a lot more when I hire them, they're a lot more emotional, a lot more, I guess,
Passionate, I guess. You know.
passionate, a little, maybe, I guess, self-centered isn't the right way, but like very short-sighted in their perspective.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's my biggest tip. Like, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because you're gonna figure out what to know when you do something. But who you know will get you that door open, and you never know what happens, right? I got really lucky with my career, like, so that's all I can say.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people kind of just like, you know, talk their way out of a business, right? Or talk their way out of an opportunity just because, like, yeah, bro, you don't know who that person is.
Yep.
No, you don't know who that person is you said no to or talk bad about, bro. Like, and it's especially like prominent with like not only in your field but like casters as well. Like esports casters, like dog, like I've known so many casters who have just like said one thing bad, you know, on Twitter or said something bad like at the water cooler and like somebody was listening and then they ended up like, hey, yeah, man, like I really don't want to work with that person. And that happens a lot and people don't realize it.
I mean, you as a designer, you should actually learn how to say no, like, because eventually you're gonna realize, oh, I need money. Like, you need to make a living, and like sometimes like you have to say no. Like, just be, when you do say no, just be extremely respectful. Be like, unfortunately, I don't have the time for, you know, or hey, like right now, I can't have that on my plate right now. It's a lot on my plate. I want to make sure I do a good job for you, etc. Like, there's ways to say no where you don't make it seem like they're an asshole, right? That's the whole point. Like,
yeah, just, I mean, have you ever come into a situation where you had to say no because you felt like you weren't the best fit in your project? Like, how would you?
A lot of times.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
Yeah. No, how would you convey it? Like, I know the answer, of course, but how would you convey it? How would you convey that to, you know, to anybody else that's trying to understand this or coming up? How would you convey that to like a potential client?
Like, it's all like, I'm fortunate enough, like, even though I'm like 32, like I've had like thousands and thousands, like I've interacted with thousands of people, like for clients. So I've had to say no a lot. It depends on the client. It depends on how they approach you. It depends on how like you know, some people are really excited to have you, and it sucks to say no to them, but you have to say no. Like, those are the guys I find really hard to say no to. And then there's guys who are like complete, like, you know, maybe they don't understand, or they heard from a friend of a friend that they're like, we should hire this guy, and then all of a sudden, like, they don't know what they're getting into, and you're like, they think graphics is like, oh, this guy could design a whole car. It's like, so it's like,
yeah,
with people like that, you kind of just try to, like, as long as you like let them down gracefully, I say. It's that's something to do. So like, yeah, like for example, like I think I was working with like a really big European like car company, right? I did really good, like really good. So then they recommended me to one of their like subsidiary brands, right? And that's a whole different department. But however, like, upon reading the client brief, like the creative brief, which is like the assignment they assign you, like I read it and I was like, oh man, like this is I'm not really fit for this, because you're asking for, like, you know, I think they're asking for like 3D work on top of like video editing, and I was like, that's not part of my repertoire, right? So like with a client like that, you have to be like, hey, like, I see you asked for like this thing, X thing, like unfortunately that's not part of my skill set, but let me see if I can find someone who can, like, because you're supposed to have a good network, right?
Yes.
So let me see if I can find someone who's the right fit for your job, because at the end of the day, you still want to help them. Like, you want to make sure they're on their merry way. So it's like,
Right.
Yeah. So that's what you kind of have to do. Just let them down gracefully. Be super considerate, right? And don't be dismissive. Like, try your best not to be dismissive. Sometimes you can be, and you know, maybe you're not having the best day, and that's okay. Like, but as long as you're aware of that, then like when you say no to someone, like, just make sure you do it with some grace and some dignity and some respect.
Yeah, me and my homie Ajax, we talk about making sure that, like, you know, in a relationship based, like, you know, work
business
field,
relationship,
I guess. Right. You want to make sure that, like, you want to make sure that, like, you're always coming off like not only respectfully, but like coming off of a place of, like, you know, this is business, you know.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
Oh my goodness! All right. Modern.
Gotta love modern, baby.
I love modern.
I mean, with modern players, you gotta kind of approach like really slowly, or else like they're just gonna like reaction super, and you're dead.
Yeah, like you saw on Wake Up, that man pressed, but wow, couldn't even get the combo off. See, and there's some situations as a modern player, like you just need an auto combo, bro, to get a punish, and you're gonna get punished big
there it is.
time.
All right, cool.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Good lord. I mean, it was a bit of a desperation moment. I kind of understand why they would do it there, but still, like, bruh, you knew it was coming.
Hey.
Yeah, I find like a bunch of those setups, bro, like for modern, like if you just do like the auto combo, especially like if it's heavy, like all the auto, like a lot of the auto combos, they do like 40-50%. You know what I'm saying? If it's a level 3. So there's no need to get fancy, but like when you're playing modern, bro, people, especially at this level in the tournament level, people are looking for you to like, all right, well, he gonna reaction super, all right, well,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you can tell because especially Luke players, they're just gonna like do that weird jiggle, and you're like, oh no, like, what's that? And then you like throw a fireball, and all of a sudden you're dead.
Right.
Yeah, so that happens.
Buffering out of his mind, dog.
For sure. Yeah.
So I know you a sneakerhead, which is tight. That's actually what's up. So are you a basketball fan?
I'm a huge basketball fan. Like,
what was the city like when y'all won the NBA Finals, bro?
Man, it's hard to describe it because you have to really be there. But imagine like the whole country, like for like basically you're a god, and everyone in the city is like so late. Like everyone in the city is so elated, right? Like they're so happy. Like everyone's stopping everything they're doing, no matter who it is, what they're doing, right? They're like, oh my god, like you won, right? And so like that's exactly what happened. Like basically everyone stopped work for like 4 or 5, like that entire day was basically tanked, right?
Yeah,
and usually like a championship parade is like what, an hour, right?
But
this parade was, like, that parade was like 4 hours, dude. Like it was insane. Like 4 hours, dude. Like they say it was 2 hours, right? Just to like make it not look how bad it was, dude. It was 4 fucking hours, dude. Like, like it was insane. And no, like those guys will always be immortalized as it will be immortalized because like they did something for this country, and they probably won't realize it until like maybe they're older. Yeah, that's something huge.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is a living legend. He ain't even know it yet, man.
Yeah, hey man,
dude,
like
if he stayed in Toronto, dude, nothing. If he stayed in Toronto, dude, like
he would have, bro.
He would. People were offering him like houses for a lifetime, like rent. Like don't have to pay rent. You own this house for a lifetime. Every restaurant you go into is free food. Like your family is like basically like set for life, right? Like if he stayed, but he didn't, right? He wanted to go back to LA. Right. But and I'm happy for that. At least he like a lot of people, they come here, they don't really try their best. Like they just phone it in and then they get traded. He didn't do that. He did not phone it in. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the best I can. And gave us basically a fucking miracle, dude. Like it's insane.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. We have like that first it's always that crazy, that first championship feeling. Like it's just that first big win, especially now. Like in your guys' case, it was a whole entire country that had like that pretty much the Toronto Raptors had to put on their backs, and that was like
I mean, like
to deal with.
To be fair, that team was really, really strong. Like no matter how you put it,
it was. I mean, they were strong before like Kawhi got there, but it was just happened to be like Kawhi needed to be the missing piece. So I definitely understand that because
they were a superstar. They were a superstar short. So
man, because they had Kyle Lowry and they had
before
exactly before Kawhi came there, they had DeRozan. So it was like, dog, they were already a strong team.
And then we had Marcus Gasol. Like that's crazy. Yes. Marcus Gasol was still like a top 10 center at the time. Like that team was extremely stacked. People forget.
Up and here comes the smiling man himself. Speaking of stack,
brother.
Can do. Man does whatever he wants, and it's that boy crossover. What's up?
Yeah, man. Crossover actually had a little bit of a really good showing at Capcom Cup. So, like, I'm actually kind of like impressed with how he showed out, especially considering like a lot of people like had his doubts about him, had his qualms about him. Like, he actually really did do a really good job at Capcom Cup. Like, me watching it personally and watching it in person was like insane to watch. So there's definitely no slouch.
Right, I mean, I tried to go for that. Okay, tried to make it meaty. Not going to happen here. Finally, in Burnout, though, Drew going to have a chance for offense right here. Playing a little foozies, but just going to read the DI to a back throw.
Yeah, that's something that I know he's going to be looking forward a lot. So, but no, like I said, we're just here to have fun, talk, chat.
Right, only person trying like he's back at Capcom Cup here is crossover.
I mean,
he got a bone to pick.
You gotta stay locked in though, man. This off season, man. You can't be like drying up on off season, because when the season starts back up in June, it's like you gotta be ready to go.
Shout out to Mufasa for the $5. Appreciate you, homie.
I don't know what's in the water today with the viewers, bro, but I love it.
Yo,
they showing out for a bunch of Drew Face tonight.
Yeah,
we need y'all here every night.
For real, man. For real.
We would love to have y'all here every night, dog. With this type of support, let's get it.
Vibes are immaculate.
Go crossover. The Fuzi's holding.
There we go.
With the
Knocked
house
down.
on.
The moccasins.
Okay, staying steady here. Drew not giving up any space, which is great. Check the fireball drive rush. Not gonna be able to get in range close enough, but throws another fireball. Checking the drive rush once again. Look at the discipline. I said, if I'm gonna take one name tonight, it might be you, crossover.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, got that shimmy going. Some corner pressure. Here we go.
The longest possible range for that conversion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tips of the gators, bro.
Ooh, did he get through the fireball? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Goes for the reset.
Yeah, kind of like the idea for that. Except he's going for the damage.
Yo, this guy's nice.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, that was the first game.
I got hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, I thought it was a second game. Yo, get hype.
It ain't over till it's over, baby.
Right.
It ain't over till it's over. Especially since you took him to the final round on that game, man. This ain't over.
Right. This is our first. You know what I'm saying?
First
competitive set of the night. We need that. No punch counter in the corner. Another throw going for the. That was a really. I don't know if that was a shimmy or what, but the throw loop is in full effect right now.
Yeah,
Trying
man.
to go for the shimmy,
bro. Yeah, let me see my souls real quick. That's fine. See if we can go and get another round off him. Try the true like DJ Classic. You got to throw the OD fireball. Go right into drive rush right after the follow up. A lot of characters have it, but like DJ is just like, bro, it's a nightmare when he does it.
Go a little corner carry, Drew. Jump low.
I love it. Do it again.
Ooh! Big time whip on crossover side. Going to the top of here, and Drew is trying to pour on the offense right here. Gets him with the low forward and completes the conversion. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Go on and force a game 3 one time for the one time, man.
Yeah, put the fuzzies. Get up in there.
Where you're jumping, brother. Okay, we see Drew Face adjusting a little bit, just backing up.
All right. Good block. Like I bite on that, but get hit with the level 3. Is that burnout? Yeah, that might be burnout.
Got burnout and the damage, bro. Why you hit so hard, bro?
Bro, top 5 character, bro. I've been saying it's been top 5 since the beginning of this game came out, and then people just now barely caught on.
Hey DJ, you got plenty to be happy about. Shout out crossover, bro. We better see you in top 8. You over here showing out, and showing out in ladder and whatnot, bro. You better be in top 8.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm like, I don't think we've ever had like a sports fan on the Kickback yet, which is very, very
No.
exciting. I can finally ask somebody this question.
What's up?
So LeBron would get torched in the 90s, right?
That's arguable because like you can't really compare eras like that.
Thank you. Yes, somebody said it.
You can't really compare eras. Like the problem with like comparing eras is that like the past era paves the road for the current era, right? So like you don't know how that game would be like without Jordan, you don't get LeBron, but without Bird and Magic, you don't get Jordan, right? So it's like there's a lot, like it's just you can't compare eras. It's a completely different game. It's kind of like saying like what sports fans don't realize is like the game that they played in the 80s and 90s is completely different than the games in the 2000s, right?
Bro, they dropped the
thing that was
back in
like
the day.
yeah, dude. Well, not only that, but like they weren't working out like in the 80s.
No.
They weren't like and the thing
all
is
that stuff, bro.
and then like science wasn't really good back in the day either. So like you can't even optimize the human body, right? You just have to try again, like figure it out. So it's like it was a completely different game. Like it's like saying, hey, like yeah, this guy was like the best player in like Marvel 3. It's like let's see him fight the best player in Marvel 2, in Street Fighter 2, in like King of Fighters 15. Like that doesn't fucking like that sentence in itself is so confusing. And that's exactly how like you should compare basketball eras. Because like unless that guy played in the peak of his prime or like close to the peak of his prime in another era of basketball, it's very hard to like determine that. But I will say like the social impact and changes that this guy's had, like LeBron is like it's GOAT status, right? So you can't really like you can't take that away from him. At least like this guy's got like there's more money because of him. There's more like freedom with players because of him.
Yeah,
like,
I think I'm pretty sure he's the only one with a lifetime deal. One of the only people with a lifetime deal with Nike.
But I mean Jordan has that too. So.
Jordan, my bad.
Yeah, just too. But yeah,
but in any case, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all check out the mid-best. That 3v3s are in full effect for Roundhouse Tag. You got your 2v2s, your 3v3s, and your last chance qualifier for the mid-best exhibition for Street Fighter and Tekken 8. It is going down April 12th and April 13th. And this Sunday is the last opportunity you guys are going to get to register. Sunday, April 31st. Easter Sunday is your last opportunity. So please make sure you guys register. Go to start.gg/roundhouse tag and sign up, man. Very, very good event in the Midwest. Ain't that right, LL?
Yep. Oh, trust me. I've been there and seen it in person. It is immaculate. It's fun. They got, oh man. Like, I can't wait to see the MMA stage that's be built. Because, you know, they do that for pretty much every single time they have Roundhouse, man. The MMA stage is
that's
on view. It's dope.
Like I'm really happy because for a long time, like early on, like the Midwest was like a very, very underrated scene up until like 2010s, right? And after like the 2010s, like because of like leaders like Rick and like all these like amazing like tournaments are coming from the Midwest. Like now the Midwest is like a place to go, and it's been really cool.
You can't say Rick without saying Keats first.
Oh yeah,
if we're being super honest and we're talking about the Midwest in the 2010s, because like for people that don't remember what came before Combo Breaker, it was UFGT.
Yep.
Yeah.
UFGT 9 was the last one, right? And that's
right.
Keats. And Keats he showed everyone how to like run a tournament efficiently. So
right, efficiently and making sure that the event stayed fun, because he wasn't just doing fighting game tournaments. Like he had his dad at the event, like literally building like games, like actual like carnival games, which is like insane to talk about. But yeah, you know, you can't say Midwest without like a bunch of figureheads like Keats, like Rick, like I'd throw Callisto up there. Alvin Shadow.
Yeah, Callisto Noah for sure, like as well. Like when he was running, before FTC meetups became FTC meetups, he was running like a lot of the stuff as well, man. So big shout outs to Noah as well.
Yeah. I feel like a bum saying Alvin Shadow's name fourth in that list, but like if I had to put a Rushmore together, it would probably be around those people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but yeah.
The big thing Keats brought to like the tournament scene is like how to run a bracket efficiently, and like he like basically made a formula that was like he can time like every match. Like it was really insane. Like that's why like Midwest tournaments were like super fun, because like it was about there was a tournament, but it was about more than the tournament. And you do the tournament, you're done in like an hour or two, and then you can enjoy like the rest of your like day.
That's
really nice.
That's the thing that the FGC as a whole needed when it came to like tournaments, because like people were just like, content with like having like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. tournament ends, and like those weren't even like the extremes. Like you hear stories of like 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. finishes for some tournaments, and that's just unacceptable. Like I don't care where, like what game it is, where you live at all. Like your resources, whatever. That's just poor management, poor resource management, and yeah, like Keats really put that on his back, and kind of held everybody to like the standard.
Yeah, and then obviously Rick took that and ran with it, but like Keats is he gets his flowers for sure, but like yeah, like the Midwest has brought a lot to that fighting game scene that I think a lot of people don't really they don't really recognize. But it's all good.
I had no idea how deep it went.
Oh, it gets super deep.
Yes.
I mean, like a bunch, bro, because this man got all the lore. Like,
you think he has all the lore? Oh my god.
People talk shit because I'm New York to the core, but like no one can say I don't do my homework, or if there's something that I need to learn, I will learn it. Like I'm dead ass here to make sure that the scrolls are in my memory bank, no matter what. But
it's a huge thing, because for a long time, like, so I don't know if you guys know this, right? But like back in like the really like 2009 to like 2014, like everyone thought like the FGC revolved around like New York and California. Right. So it's like it was really disheartening, because you're like, oh, if I'm not in those two markets, I'm not gonna do anything fighting game related. And then it's really important to realize like, oh, these guys like brought so much to us like from different regions. So
and that was because like that's a story that people let go on for the longest time, and like the Midwest really had to get it out of the mud in the like early beginnings of like the 2010s. Like they were getting shit on like gameplay wise, but also it was just like, oh, who's going to this like Chicago tournament? No one cares about this. And then like Keats was like, nah, fuck all that, like let's get it popping. And then Elvin's doing what Elvin does for Guilty Gear, but like even Guilty Gear the game at that time wasn't even really getting the respect that like a Street Fighter would be getting, or even a Tekken. Like it was Street Fighter, Marvel, and Tekken, and everything else. Like your game was just like a side game.
I mean, the thing was like, remember Big 2? It was only Street Fighter and Marvel. Like,
yeah.
Shouts to Henry for that.
And even before that, it was literally just Street Fighter for a long ass time. It was Guard Crush. You literally only played Street Fighter, and Marvel 2 was like just a thing that was getting played in the background. Like it was never something that was like being played like up front. And then Marvel 3 happened, and thank God Marvel 3 happened, because I don't know what the Midwest would look like without Marvel 3. Like if we're being super honest.
Okay.
Fully agree with that, man. Like I'm still grateful that Capcom decided to go ahead and have like that little like when Marvel 3 was was still getting worked on. They had like the demos and everything. They brought it to like a Chicago warehouse, and I still remember in 2010, and I'm going to that, and I was like, bro, it was like one of the greatest like things that I've ever like been a part of, like to take a look at. So Yeah, man. Like Midwest was getting down, man. They have a bunch of different stuff that was happening.
Yeah, like I'll always say that like I wasn't the biggest fan of like the no coast no kings thing because it felt kind of like a slap in the face because I was just like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, yo, from an East Coast standpoint, I don't know how the West Coast feels, but like we earned that. Like we were winning mad tournaments. Like granted, we had a Goku for like almost every generation, but like we still put Chris and Justin and all those guys that like we were considering Goku through the gauntlet. Like they had to beat all of our bests and then go and beat you guys. So it was like, all right, cool. Like we're not just calling these guys the king for no reason. Like I know some people were just like picking up the moniker and like kind of just like running with it, but like we weren't just saying that shit out of nothing. It was a cool marketing strategy, but like I'm not gonna say I was all the way like cool with that shit.
Not feeling that.
Nah,
Not feeling that.
Speaking of legacies,
I understand. I would understand why.
we need to pay for our
Yeah.
legacy with a break and a stretch and a bathroom break.
Sure.
Chat, you need to hydrate. So I'm taking an audible. Bunch is gonna send us to a 3-minute, and we'll be back shortly.
I already did that shit. We talking.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kickback. We got about 40 minutes left until the ladder is completely closed, but that matters for all the competitors. But right now, we're back with Drew Face giving us all the lore, talking sneakers, talking basketball, and of course, talking about the intricacies of the FGC and the history that it brings.
Yes.
And
Indeed.
also, something that I did want to point out, is like, people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand that, like, you know, the FGC just isn't all players, right? There's a lot of moving parts.
Very much so.
When it comes to making making a tournament or just a scene in general.
There's more than just players?
Can you believe it? It's crazy, right?
That doesn't make sense.
And it shouldn't, right? But that being said, you know, I think what Drewface brings to the table, it's a very big part because you know, the branding and like design of some tournaments, bro. Like East Coast Throwdown, bro. Like, you know, East Coast Throwdown when you see it, and that's how like important branding is, bro, and how like crazy those designs have been. Is there like a project that you hold like special, very very special to your heart, like a project that is like your absolute passion project, Drew?
I mean, I've worked on quite a bit. I don't know if I can legally say what it was.
Damn.
So my design career has basically been that. It's like I've worked on big stuff, and that's why you keep seeing like me work for like big companies. But there's a lot more companies I've worked for because of those opportunities, and they're even bigger. But I can't say I worked for it, and I hold those moments dear to me. And I like the privacy, to be honest, because like I don't want to attract the wrong people.
Do you mean to tell me that creating the screen splits and your $1 million wipe for the Utah FGC is not your favorite project? That's not your favorite one?
Wait, what? Sorry, I dropped out.
You don't remember making the Utah FGC transitions? That's not your favorite?
No, that's not my favorite.
Oh.
I've worked on a lot in the FGC though. I've worked on a lot in that. I think if I have to choose one from the FGC, I'm really proud of like the merch we did this year and the look last year for 2023 for East Coast Throwdown. So I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of like being a part of like a small part of Evo. Like I'm proud of that. So like working on like various things. I'm not. I could talk about it. Yeah, like I helped like just mock up the layout for the arena for the past like 2 years. So that's been really cool.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
All I'm gonna say is excellent freaking work, especially in 2022. I worked the artist table in 2022, and I was like, I love the placement where we were that year.
Oh no, not. I mean like the arena, like the way the screens look and everything.
Oh, the screens yeah. Still good work.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. You have to thank Nathan for that though. There's a guy named Nathan. Like he's a big reason how like the artists have, and Mark, man, those guys make sure the artists and the cosplayers, they're all taken care of.
Yeah, man.
Damn. I have yet to go to an Evo.
Brother,
this year's the year.
Good, because like honestly, the past like 2 years have been, in comparison to all the other Evos that I've been to, I'm in like 4 total. Right. Like these past 2 years have been just amazing, like really good.
Well, I think you might like this year. Like this year's got some pretty cool stuff planned for it, from what I'm hearing. The thing is like, everyone's like complaining about the price. It's like it is a lot. Like it's not. I'm not saying it's not expensive, but there's a lot more this year than there was in past years, which is kind of incredible. So like
I think
a
it's
lot more this year.
It's a really interesting parallel to see that, like, in a way that esports is starting to, like, even a little bit, like inch by inch, go the way of, you know, actual sports, right? Like I we saw it a little bit with like Tekken with some of the media stuff. You know, I saw it a little bit with like Red Bull Kumite with like the media stuff there and how the competition was ran. And it's just like now, like, you see that like some not cons, but you see that a lot of tournaments are starting to go that quote unquote con route of like this isn't just, you know, a fighting game tournament. It's like a fighting game convention. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, that's how fighting game. I know, like, we're all competitive players, but that's how fighting game tournaments should kind of be. Like, it's not just about the competitive player.
Right.
Competitive players are a very important part. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, there's more to it. Like, there's like the artist, the cosplayer. There's a guy that's like like that just loves to play World Tour. Like those guys play fighting games too. In fact, those guys make up more of the percentage than the competitive players.
Yes.
Exactly.
When
You
you
bring this up a
when,
lot, bro.
when you look up like the statistics of like the competitive community to like in ratio to like the actual player base, you're trying to bridge the casual player base with the competitive to have like a happy medium. That way, like everyone can like thrive. Like the guys who want to make this a living can make a living off of it. The guys who want to like go deeper in the game have like an accessible way to go deeper with it. And so the casual user base actually makes up most of the time like 99 to 90% of the casual like the user base. You don't want to ever see that number go down because that means your game is actually dying. It's not dying because like maybe less people are entering the tournament. It might be dying because no one wants to learn the game. And why? Because like maybe it's not actually like fun to play like at a base level, right? Like no one wants to have to learn like 18 different mechanics. And a spreadsheet, and like on top of that, like every combo has to be slightly adjusted for like each character. Like, that's really difficult for someone new to learn the game. Like you want that guy to have like basically a ladder that they can climb, like this format, and then they can see that there's an end to this ladder. Like I can reach this level, and then that's like the perfect happiness of like casual to like competitive unison. But I don't know, like it's we get so stuck, I find, in being like like FGC when we forget that like while competition is a very, very important part and a very core element of like fighting games, like there's so many people that don't want to compete. They want to play the game. They want to talk with someone who loves their character as much as they do, right?
Right.
And so like what I'm finding in my research, in my marketing research, is that like you find like maybe like this guy likes, for example, this guy likes jury, right? So he's gonna like look up the best jury player, right? And then maybe he'll draw more about jury, or maybe he'll like create art or costumes about jury, and he's gonna look up the best jury player. Then he's gonna become the fan of the best jury player. Then he's like, oh my god, like this jury player, like I know maybe my character is not the strongest, but he's going out there and like overcoming the odds. Then he becomes like, oh, maybe that could be like me, like I could do that because I see this guy doing that.
Yep.
Right. And that's how like you get that whole like feedback loop of growing your competitive community, so that they become like more educated about fighting game concepts. And I gotta really give a shout out to like the content creators we have of today, because they're helping create that bridge to like the core audience. And we gotta look at like Evil like not just like a like it's the mecca of fighting games. It's like the competitive end of fighting games. Like you go there, it's like a Disneyland. If you love fighting games, no matter what, even if you're the best at like the game, or even if like you're an artist, you go to Evil because you get to meet people that are just like you. And that's the thing that we all strive for, like being in a room with someone where like we don't have to talk about why we're here. Like there's a silent understanding of why we're here, because that's very hard to find in life. You walk around the world, like who else loves fighting games like us? There's so little, right? But then we find online there's so much, and that's the thing, like that, having that silent understanding, having that social bond, like that comfort in silence with everybody, like that's what we strive to do when we try to foster a community. And that's one of the best ways. And we like shun these guys who like amazing artists who draw like awesome stuff about fighting games, or these awesome content creators who want to like be historians of our community. Like those, like we're doing a bad job like at like championing these aspects. And I feel like once we have that understanding that hey, they love fighting games too, but on the other spectrum, then we can come to like actually striving to make progress in growing our community. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I
Fully agree with all
1000%
that.
agree. I
Dude.
1000% agree. The cat, a lot of problems in the in one of the last communities that like in Smash, whenever I was competitive, I just saw that like, bro, like these guys have the potential to foster a huge community, just because like from a casual standpoint, like everybody can kind of get behind the game, and everybody can find a way to get involved, right? And you don't have to necessarily be, an elite player or a good player or try to make money off the game, like to be a part of the community or to be a part of the tournament. You know what I mean? You don't have to do any of that. Like, there's plenty of people who are like making art, like you said. There's plenty of people who can commentate, plenty of people who can do production. There's so many ways that you can get involved in your local community. There's so many ways you can get involved. I don't think that's highlighted enough, like you said, honestly. You know,
like we don't champion the effort. And the thing is, like, at the base of our community, fighting game community, we love fighting games. Just a lot of us love it in a different way, right?
Right.
A lot of us want to like compete and become the best versions of ourselves with that like character. Other people, they want to be the best version of themselves, but like as an artist, like, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna like maybe draw like Armika like 1,000 times until they nail it, right? Or maybe like they want to host events and how do they show their love? Well, they keep showing up and running the event, like breaking their back, you know?
right.
Mhm.
There's different ways to express our love for fighting games, and I find that like we don't really do that, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
feel
don't
like
really
that's
reach-
something. That I feel like that's something that like we need to change as a community, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it's just something that's gonna grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And like, I think that big companies are starting to see that too. Like, this is just my opinion, but like, what is that? 2XKO, right? Like with Project L, like, you know, everybody's like making rumors about the controls, or like, oh my god, it's gonna be simple and it's gonna be like really easy. And it was like, that's kind of the point, you know, because they're trying to make the game accessible to more people, so more people can get involved. You know what I mean? Like, it's a situation to where, like, you know, as fighting games progress, they're gonna progress along with the community, and they're starting to see that, like, you know, something like, you know, as small as execution barriers can like mean a lot, you know, and it could mean that you know, more people end up getting to the community, right?
Yeah, it's like we're starting to actually create an ecosystem for like this feedback loop for everybody that loves fighting games, like, to come into the community and have like resources that, you know, they don't have to like go to a local, or rather, if they go to a local, then their experience is enhanced, you know.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, we have these amazing content creators like Seijan, like Diaphone, Shinlad, like Chris F. Like, these guys are like Brian F2. These guys are like helping like simplify these like concepts of fighting games to help others like get to that step faster. That way, their experience when they come to the tournament is more enhanced. They get more out of the local than they normally would. You know? Oh shit! Hold on. You know, I actually want to like.
Yeah, definitely focus.
Oh, you want to body this? Oh yeah, you want to body this man up? Okay.
No. I just want to learn this matchup. It's like, this guy's like, I'm a big fan of. When I was learning Jury, I was watching this guy a lot. I'm a big fan of this guy. He has like, he's really underrated. Like, people talk about Just a Kid a lot, but Naji's just
Naji's good.
strong. Yeah,
New York City.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Did y'all hear that? What was that? Is this stream haunted by the Ghost of New York? The formerly
Ghost of New York,
really
dude.
good New York?
formerly really good New York though. Shout out Najee though. Crazy good.
Mm-hmm. All right, give the DB to get off. All right, see what we got here.
You know, throwing the fireball, forcing Drew to parry. Big combo though coming out from Drew. Puts him in the corner. A little throw into the corner.
Another one.
Make a decision. Ooh, the slow overhead. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, throw into the corner right here. Little foozies. Oh, you reach, I teach. Longest possible range for this combo right here. And Najee is going off.
That's fine. Be able to fight his way out the corner using the right buttons. Nice nice roundhouse, excuse me. That throw. Just gotta watch that where that meter's at. So can't block necessarily too much at this point. Still not over yet. Still got a whole other round that Najee needs to close out. DP.
Oh yeah, you're willing to take that trade 100%. Gets a little forward, goes for the drop rush here, and my man putting all the pressure in the corner. Here we go, Najee. You see him getting it like perfectly safe distance for that roundhouse to connect. The fireball ball.
He hit.
I mean, Drew says, "Yeah, bro, we need another game so I can learn this."
Exactly.
Come on, dog.
Definitely got enough meter to get back. Ah, we turn him blue.
Here we go. Fireball into the corner right here. Sequence by Najee. Just putting on the pressure in the corner.
Yeah, get down on the
Good
ground. Now we got the
speed to
corner.
get out.
I love it. Give the low for it. Oh, could have been a little bit more, but they end up getting stunned. That's done.
Just
The level
in time,
3 is gonna
too.
close it out.
Wow. Literally just in time, too. Literally got level 3, and burnout was imminent, bro. Right as he got the DI. Crazy. Najee gonna be able to get another notch in the ladder. Shout out to Drew, though. Playing to learn. Gotta love it.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate you like kind of focusing up on that because I was looking, I was like,
I mean, I could play okay, like, but I felt like I'm a big fan of him, right? I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't give him my all. And, I wanted to, and he's like I said, I watched him. I always felt he was really like people talk about like just a kid or Uma, and I felt like people weren't talking about Najee enough. Like this guy is like pressure and timing is really really strong, and like people don't really like they just don't like. I guess it's because like he's new, like but he's strong, and I think in a couple of years he's gonna be amazing. So it's like exciting to see. Exciting to see how his career progresses as a player.
Shout out to Najee. Shout out to New York. I said it so Bunch didn't have to. You played Bunch before. You played Bunch in one game before basically the kickback started. How do you rate Bunch as a player? Like 1 through 10. 10 being Evo threat, and then 1 being like maybe the absolute worst player you've ever played.
I think due to his responsibilities and his time being basically diversified by all his efforts to grow his scene, he's like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Let's go.
Considering the fact that like he has to like split his time and like make sure that like everyone around him is like eating and like and having opportunities for his community. I feel like he's really strong considering that, right? So yeah, I think his 7 or 8 is pretty solid. Can't really complain about that.
Nice.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting like a crazy answer,
but
I legitimately wanted to know. I was curious.
Good.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I mean, I can't really complain, but I think I will say, full disclosure, the last time we played, he beat me, but the time we played now, like, I owned him, so it's like it is like we're even, we're 1-1 right now. So it's
my.
like
That works. We're gonna get that rubber match.
Yeah, you're gonna have to join ladder, Bunch.
Do I really have to plug my stick in? Like,
Hey, look, look. All I'm saying is that, you know, what is that? You said 13th at ECT, Bunch? Is that what you said?
Oh, I got top 8 at NEC.
My man.
Yeah.
but
Light work, right?
I took Idom to Deep Waters last night to get 5th at next level.
Okay.
You might have heard of him. What's up? What's up?
but like here's the thing, Bunch. If you're learning leverless, right?
It was the only thing left plugged into my computer at the time. I'm not really like.
Oh yeah, okay. Because if you're learning leverless and you have to plug, if you're learning leverless and I have to plug in my stick, like you have to plug in your stick to beat me. I consider that a compliment to me, bro.
I mean, it's just like, yo, you really want to, you want to wake up the god? Is that what you're trying to do? Like,
I'm trying to see the 10 out of 10, brother.
Oh,
Hey, 10's a good number, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'll fire it up right now. I'll fire it up right fucking now.
Let's do it, baby.
I'm trying to see it. I want to see it.
So this is a matchup I'm horrible at. So hopefully,
Hurry up
I
and
want to learn
finish
this
the
one
match.
too. Yeah. Hopefully, I want to learn this one too.
Hey, this costume that Glitch got on, it's kind of dope.
Oh, Glitch is playing.
That's a good color.
New York.
Okay, we get it. Yes. MY.
Hey man, you gotta rep your set, man. I'm saying.
Shout out to
Rep
NY,
your coast.
man. Damn, over the head.
Got that low for it. So patented.
Yep, LF Cammy into the corner, stuffing the button. Bro, are you kidding me?
Oh,
You reach out, teach.
extra damage.
Cammy with the
The
very
low forward was right there. Could have got to get a castle.
pressure.
Hey man, it's so unfortunate, man. That low forward was there, so that definitely could have been a robbery of a round. Nice.
We got them
Nice.
reactions, baby. Let's go.
Thank you. I'll take that. Can I have some more?
The parry pumping is definitely dangerous. Oh,
Ooh.
missed the fireball, but still got the fierce big combo.
Yeah, what's wild about that? Like, I think Glitch got thrown off by the fireball speed because he thought he was gonna get hit. That's why he just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let this hit. Let me get
grabbed
it
him
back
anyway.
throw.
All right.
I love it. I love it.
Here we go. Glitch kind of on his heels right there. And Butchies have been played, my friend. Golly.
Oh man, he's really trying to bait you out. All these different dive kicks here.
I can't anti-air
Give me that.
Loverless, so like.
Definitely understand that. Good
Not
check.
yet,
Really
anyway.
trying to get
I'm working on it though, but he's good. He's really strong.
strong, but you can be stronger, man.
Yeah.
So I have to spend the level 3. Not going to CA.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Bro, I was about to say, these jump-ins from Glitch this slow. Oh, yeah, you're gone. Here we go.
Yeah.
Patented level 3 combo from Candy.
CA.
And that is going to do it. MY, stand up. Shout out to Drew York, though. You know how we get down. Honorary MY, let's get it. Here we go. Glitch. Can
There we go.
you perform the 2-0? Shit. Maybe, maybe not.
All right, Glitch with the anti-air, man. Trying to get himself out of this corner here. And kind of walking it down, so.
Drew has been really, really good about these backdashes on some of these advances of these characters, knowing that they're going to try to like run up for a follow-up on the grab right here. Tried to throw right here, but...
There we go. Now we got the reactions. You didn't believe in yourself? Believe.
I mean, that man did believe. Oh, he believed a little too hard.
Yeah, just a little bit. I understand, though. I understand, like, DPing it at that point. You know, just be like, hey, is he going to try to go for the kill? No way. No way he baits. There we go. Give me the shimmy, shimmy, ya. Azul. Okay, okay. Wake up on the chop suey, but we get the side switch. Where we at?
Wow, hitting buttons, man. Glitch hitting buttons on wake up. Nobody home. Dive kick to get in, though. Here we go. Drew. Kind of just searching for any type of whip. He knows a low forward is prominent. Gets a low of his own.
Yeah,
Big
man.
combo back into the corner. Waiting for an option, though. And there it is. Drew with the bust out. And the DI back into the corner. Level 2 on deck for Meter, but the answer
And overtones over. You got a little too greedy. He wanted that. He wanted that stun so bad.
A third DI, bro.
He wanted to kill so bad. He's like, bro, if I give this man an inch, he's gonna take a mile. I can't let that happen. He's really also testing a lot with these dive kicks. Give me that throw.
My man staggering the pressure.
Give me that throw.
Drew's in your head. I know you didn't. Oh, this gonna hurt.
Oh, give me all that. Send to level 3. We are burned out. Going NTM. Go and send this man to Kansas, please.
Not gone yet, but you are in bad shape. No resources on your side, and the fireball is going to do it right there. And Drew, 1-1. Is he learning the Cammy matchup? Okay.
I love it. We switching. You know, we don't claim Glitch no more.
Yeah,
He's just
Glitch
so
is
pain.
just-
He's strong.
Glitch is
Oh,
glitches
for
in the-
sure.
Glitches in the system. Uh-oh, look like he's in Drew's head a little bit, though, right here. Love the conversions right here by Glitch.
For sure. Like, he's walking me down really well. Like, I like, and he has
Yeah.
my timing, so I have to figure out how to stop that.
Here we go. Still has an opportunity to be interesting right here between Drew and Glitch.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be testing a lot with the dive kick. Like the biggest thing at the moment. Side switch. Yeah.
I love that
That's
Drew
what-
like immediately tried to take the space back.
Yeah,
He's trying to jump out the throw, and Glitch gonna be able to get the level 3 right here, and
Yeah.
that is going to do it for this set. Keeping it competitive, but Glitch is going to be the victor here, 2-1.
This is fun.
Oh yeah.
I
Like I
like
said,
that.
man, this man Drew is here for the vibes, bro. Win or lose, man, it don't matter.
and yeah, it was a really good set actually. He definitely probably got a little bit shook off that second game, thinking he's be able to close it out, but it was the way like he kind of took it out from under him. It's like really good stuff.
He caught on to my timing of dive kick, and
Yeah.
because I've obviously exposed myself, I can't anti-air right now, right? So he's like, it's good. It's a good strategy because you have to do that as a player. Like
Right.
if you see a weakness, expose it until they learn, right? And then when
Yeah.
they learn, that's the mind game. The mind game is that. Like,
Agreed.
it's like what happens after you adapt to that adaptation, and then that's like that determines if you're like that determines everything.
Right.
That's what makes fighting games fun because everyone plays differently. Everyone has a different timing, so it's cool. Really fun to learn.
So we got about 13 minutes left in the ladder portion. So for those of you who are playing ladder, make sure y'all get your last matches in to see if you can qualify for that top 8 spot. We're over here chilling with Drew Face. Drew Face telling us the ins and outs and the lore of the FGC as well. And apparently getting Bunch riled up to try to play. Bunch said he's going to plug in his stick. Apparently he needs it. Just not my words, but
That's
Oh,
crazy.
dang. That's great.
but
all right.
all I'm
See, that's what you just did there is the problem with social media. I didn't say
He didn't say
Bunch
nothing
either.
about that.
Yeah, like I didn't say I hate waffles. I just said I like pancakes.
No, I heard you said Bunch was a bitch. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Dang. Yo, that's rough.
Bunch, are you gonna take that, bro? Like Bunch?
Send me an invite.
Go.
Send this
go.
man an
And in a-
invite. Yeah.
And in a rare treat, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna have Bunch on the 1s and 2s. One
Let's
time
go,
for the one. We gonna see
baby.
this man
Yo.
play. Let's get
Fight
it,
my
dog.
3 weekend. Let's go.
Let's
Oh
go.
shit. Oh wait, no,
Hey,
I have
hold
to
up.
fight the real. I have to fight the real Steven because I think we're queued up in ladder. But
Okay.
after that, fight me, Bunch. Fight.
I
me.
know, yeah, we got to see that on break. We got to see that on break.
Hold up. Yo,
Oh, he rolled up the
when
sleeves.
Yo, when Kasha get fresh from Fresh and Fit on the. Hey, Jippa, go to hell. All right. Like, bro,
Yo, that's so funny, dude.
it's not
You
not
got you
funny,
fresh and fit, dude? Yo,
bro. It's not funny.
Yo,
this
stay
man-
free, bro.
My
Stay
man.
free.
It's getting rowdy. It's getting rowdy in Casa, bro. I love it.
I love it.
Crazy. This is pandemonium.
Oh, this is real. Yo,
This man hit hard, bro. That
He-
blade
he hit-
kick, not found though.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Give me another toss. I trying to bait out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do it again. Give me another bait. All right, Steven.
I like fishing. It's pretty cool.
Hey man, what? See the biggest fish you caught as far as like in a match. Like what was your favorite bait?
My favorite bait. I mean, like, it's always nice. Like, I don't know. It's tough because like you can always say, oh, like my favorite bait is when I like baited someone into like doing reversal, like wake up like super ultra, right? But like it means more when you do it against someone who like is good, like who you weren't supposed to beat. Like that's
Yeah.
the best feeling, you know? Like you're like, oh, I'm in this guy's head somehow. Like, yeah, I think those are my favorite. Those are my favorite like times to bait. They're like they thought you played like garbage, and all of a sudden like you're like struggling, and then they're thinking they can disrespect you, and then you're like, well, you kind of can't.
Yeah, I love those moments where you be like, man, how did Scrub beat me? I'm like, bro.
You got those, bro. I don't know what to
Is
tell
the,
you, dog.
Right.
Score 1-0
I
real
mean,
Steven?
Yes.
no,
No.
it's not.
Way. Drew.
It's one
Now
of
you
Drew.
want to put some respect on Drew's name.
Right. It's one of Drew, dog. Steven is having
I'm
a lot
bad,
of
man.
difficulty right now dealing with this pressure. And you see that Drew is like every time this man Drew like he goes in and he's literally just like, you know, he's just trying to bait something out of the guy. Like you see him just constantly tapping him, and the real Steven, he's getting conditioned to block.
Oh, yo, this guy's hitting
Yeah,
sweep
man.
like he's a windmill guy. I love it.
Hey, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna bait that out soon. Hold on. I just needed to see like if he changed up his pattern, which he did.
Okay.
Hey.
OD fireball.
That actually got stuck. That's wild. All right, even though Drew's in burnout.
Ah!
Wow, he went for the throw anyway, dude. Yeah, give me that level 2. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! I was so glad you hit that.
Real.
That was
Steven
rude.
thought he was gonna cook.
Double dragon lash. This is great.
You know, man,
This makes sure the bait was coming.
Right.
I think if Steven watches his archive back, like actually Ryu has the advantage in this matchup because Ken has to move forward. So he just has to hold his ground, either like zone me out with like normals or fireballs, and then you'll see like I have to like walk in and like do this. Like and hope for the best. And like a stand light kick is not better than like anything Ryu does. Like so like because see that's the range where I have to like wait and bait, like for me. Or else like Ryu's gonna win because like his crouching mean takes way longer, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if Steven like watching back on this, like if he like, yeah, if he just maintains that space, he'll find this matchup a lot easier. Like see, like he's catching me standing, and all he did was micro walk forward. He didn't realize it, though, but like, but yeah, it's like
I'm trying to get him
bro.
again. Trying to get him
I
again.
like how Steven picked a better option that time, bro.
He's like,
I
I'm
was
just
just
gonna do
testing.
this whole thing.
No, it was good. It was good. But yeah, no, you can clearly see like it's these guys like the real Stevens. Like these are the people we want to keep coming out, right? Because they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. From
Yes.
this. They're gonna get better. Like that's the best part, and that's the best
Very
part of
much
this
so.
live. This live match, like this live format, is really fun because like you don't know who you're gonna play, and like
Yeah. Send me an invite.
yeah, for sure. Someone send this man an invite. And
Please.
we are gonna throw the fuck down.
I gotta set up top 8 soon, so I'm trying to cook you. This is
Oh, you better
crazy.
cook me quick, brother.
You better not
I'm
lose,
playing-
bro.
Me?
I'm
Oh, I'm
fine for
definitely
this.
losing.
No, I'm not talking about you.
No, I'm talking about you.
You're the guest of honor.
Oh
We
no,
gonna
there's
let
no
we
honor.
gonna let Bunch
Yeah.
hear it if you lose, bro.
You're the
Bunch, you better
guest
not
of
lose, bro.
honor. You're the guest of honor.
Look, bro, you brought him here, bro. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. We're gonna treat the man with respect, but you better not lose, bro.
Oh my god, it's True Face. Oh my god.
It's Drew Face. Drew Face the God, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
Oh my god.
Leverless Ken.
Mm.
It's a spicy combination, bro.
Yo, my notification history is quiet right now, so
Send this man.
somebody please send me an invite.
Someone said this man an invite. Hold on. Where are you? I'm gonna send it. Fuck it.
Please take control of this fucking
Get
this
him
show.
in here.
Of this
I need
of
to
the
see
circus,
this.
bro.
First to 3. There you are.
That's me. There we go. Holy
No, I have your
Hey,
mic.
bro.
I
we've
can't
seen
even get
many-
into my own room. That's crazy.
We've seen many world wonders, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen many a crazy feat. We've seen many a pro player on this very channel, on the Casa, on the Kickback. But we don't see Bunch. We don't see him often. So now he's about to step out. He's about to play Drew Face one time for the one time, man. Casa's about to get live, bro. And what a way to start it, bro. What a way to start it right here. This man picked JP. I'm about to turn this off, bro. Like, what?
Who else you think he was gonna pick? Oh no, they having too much fun. Drew already starting off just getting up in there.
Here we
The
go.
back door though. Sweep down on the ground.
The sweep right here. Okay.
Oh, here comes the amnesia. Think about it, baby. Oh, you thought too hard. Held that down.
Punish counter. Now you full screen against JP.
Brother.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. That burnout is imminent. He's got to be a little careful. Oh. Drew with the round. First blood.
Okay, round one. Oh man, Drew got the gamer face on. This man has sat up in his seat. He's ready.
Oh, no, DP.
Able to get the big time jump in. Here we go, Bunch. Wait, yo. Wow, that perfectly put this mate in position right here. Okay, sweep. We gotta slow down the momentum right here. And Bunch just let himself get opened up right there. And waiting for the parry, getting a good punish counter.
Please, sir, can I have one more? No setup for the level 2. He's going for that. But no completion of the combo. Still got those, though. Level 3.
Oh, yeah. We gonna burn. Not gone yet.
Gotta be careful here, man. Can't really use too much to wake up. Oh, the jump. It's the low forward.
Able to avoid the ghost. Gets the low forward first round. First game, excuse me. Going to Drew right here. Here we go.
I'll take that. Thank you very much. You get the low forward again. You didn't see that coming.
Show me some respect one time, man. Don't do that. Good parry. Standard conversion into the corner. Not testing the waters, but that grab getting low profile and immediately drive rushing back in with the fierce, staggering the pressure, getting the throw. Okay. Drew mixing it up big time. Another throw into the corner to get one more and baiting the amnesia. Oh my God.
Man, Drew looking to go up 2-0. I start off that sweep down on the ground, but man, the low forward, my toes.
Here we go. Good throw right here. And Drew constantly making sure that, the pressure just stays. And, yep, setup getting interrupted by the Ken drive rush into the corner with the Shoryu.
You gotta love those matches where you see the player like we saw Drew like play like this entire evening. And, he's been playing like a methodical game, trying to understand like what his opponent's doing and try to react from that. Look at this! Look what he is going at Bunch. Like I don't think he has like gotten off of the drive. Oh my God! He got him to level 3.
Put him mashing!
Oh my God!
No. And this is gonna be CA right here.
I got my meter back and look at you.
Oh my God! I teleported. Oh my fucking God! I teleported. I knew he was gonna do that shit. Whatever.
Yo, I'm a fucking goon. You know that. I know.
I
You know why?
teleported.
So let me tell you, Bunch is a smarter and better player than me. I just got really lucky because it's 2 out of 3, and this game is super volatile. But when I played him before, he always checked my ass because he knew I was a wild man, and he able to piss him off because I was stubborn. Right?
Yeah.
I never stopped doing the wild shit. But he would own me with Abel back in the 4 days, and he was a great player. You guys don't fucking know about Bunch, but Bunch was one of the best Abels on the East Coast, right?
That's
you
crazy.
did pay.
I never played
you
Able
did.
Day in my life.
Yeah, of course. And then he played fucking Bison, and it was over for everybody because he was super lame. And then for me to even take a game off this guy, I had to play a complete whack job, just to crack through his defense. So it was I gotta give flowers to Bunch for that. So I knew if I played clean, I'm just playing Bunch's game. So I had to play like an idiot. And then
I noticed. You're I noticed the ramp up in aggression that you had in comparison. It's almost I don't know. Do you normally have an understanding on how a different player plays and you're able to kind of go from there, or do you just go with the flow within the match? Again, do you study?
Well, it depends, right? When I was super competitive, in the 4 days and Street Fighter 2, I would study the player, and then I would read their timing, of time their rhythm, and I would try to figure out their patterns. I would put in a probability chart. I'll be this guy's gonna throw a fireball after this sequence 80% of the time, whatever. So with Bunch, I gotten really good at doing that quickly, So then, like when I play people now, I can try to like pick it up on the fly when I play them. So like with Bunch, Bunch and I play like we play casuals like at least like twice a week, like used to like twice a week or something. Like so it's like in early on in this game, and yeah, I just picked up that this guy can't handle the like right now like if I play clean, he's gonna destroy me, and that's how you should be playing like. Methodical, like with intention. But if I play like an idiot, if I don't know what I'm doing, Bunch will definitely not know what I'm doing. Like, so that's how.
Hey, shouts out Bunch, man, for participating, man. You know we love to see it, man.
He's a good
don't
sport,
see him play a lot, bro, but he's like you said, he's still very, very good player, man. And shouts out to Drew for coming through tonight as well. Also, the ladder is officially closed. But before we let Drew go, Drew, always the question on the kickback that I always ask. If you could speak to the FGC right now, what does the FGC need right now? If you could speak to them, if you have all of their ears, what does the FGC need to hear right now?
I mean, that to answer that question would assume that I know what the FGC needs. I don't know what the FGC needs, right? I'm part of the FGC. I don't even know what I need. So it's like I think it would be ill-guided advice spoke like that, but I just think like if there's anything that I truly dislike is like we don't have to like make everything into like a giant catastrophe, especially when it comes to fighting game takes. It's actually really bad. It's an epidemic actually with mental health too. Like making everything like yeah, you're having a hard time. Don't make it like it's the worst thing in the world. Like that's what I mean. And a lot of people on fighting game social media tend to do that, especially when it comes to like bad matchups or maybe like their character got nerfed. And it's actually causing more depression in people overall, like that type of train of thought. And I wish, I wouldn't say the FGC needs to hear this, but I wish the FGC was more kind to itself because like, like a lot of the times like we play the character. So our character strength our character might not be strong, but we might be a strong player. And I wish we had more confidence to say that I'm strong enough to overcome my character's deficiencies. And a lot of the times we don't. But I just want to tell like the fighting game community that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. And don't try to take like a little like salt on your like chicken to make it like the worst thing in the world, you know? So that's what I would say.
Yeah, man. That's
word spoken, bro. Damn.
That's a really good way to wrap things up, man. So yeah, man, it's an honor. It's real honor actually, really to talk to you and everything. We're gonna go ahead and close out this section. The ladder section is completely closed out. We're gonna go ahead and take a 3-minute break, but we are gonna get some more information. Let you guys know that another reminder. Roundhouse Tag is coming April 12th to the 14th. We got the 3v3 exhibitions happening for Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. And then we also have a ton of games that are going to be there for 2v2s, 3v3s. And we still got the LCQ for the mid-best for Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. So make sure you guys check it out. Start.gg/Roundhouse Tag. Shout out to Loki Esports. Not only did they help sponsor today's prize pool for today, they make sure you guys also get in there to before Sunday, before everything closes out, so you can be able to get registered and come out and have a good time over here, man. You gotta see like why, in my opinion, like it's the craziest local you will ever be at, and now you're gonna be at the craziest regional you're gonna ever be at. So, as you guys check it out.
Definitely, man. But thank you so much to our guest kicking back with us this Thursday, Drew Face, man. And it's so good to have you, man. And it's so wonderful to get your insight on just about everything, in your experience in the FGC, man. So it's so good to have you here. But we're going to take it to a break. We got top 8 coming up for you guys next on the Kickback. Y'all keep it locked on the channel and on the YouTube, and we'll see you in a little bit.